Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This we get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, all eyes are on some well-signalled and massive fiscal stimulus due for release in China. When it is announced, it'll overshadow everything else. We ended last week with some eye-catching optimism sweeping over Chinese stock markets. That came as their central bank made some significant monetary policy changes. They clearly need it. Construction firms are failing at a much faster rate now there. And the Hong Kong and Shanghai equity markets may be roaring in anticipation of coming stimulus, but Chinese industrial profits are weak. For the 8 months to August, they're a touch less than for the same period last year. For August alone, they're 23% lower than the same month in 2023. In Japan, they're about to get a new Prime Minister, a self-acknowledged policy wonk, and someone who has been on the outer of the main political establishment for years. He'll now be at the centre. Shigeru Ishiba is set to make the economy his top priority, signalling plans to lighten the burden of rising prices. Markets are expected to react when they open later today. And in the US, PCE inflation rose at an annualised rate of just 2.2% in August, a confirmation that inflation's impulse is back under control there. And that is its tamest rise since February 2021. American disposable personal income was up 3.1% in August from the same month a year ago. Personal consumption expenditure was up 2.9% on the same basis. EU sentiment is broadly stable in September. Firmer consumer sentiment was offset by a slight weakening in business sentiment for the month. And in Australia, they issued an unusual warning late last week. Electricity supply from solar rooftops was destabilising their distribution networks because of oversupply. The immediate problem is in Victoria, but may well affect South Australia as well. Households in those regions are likely to pay nothing for their supply. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now just on 3.75% and down 1 basis point from Saturday. And the price of gold will start today at $2,658 an ounce, and up $15 from Saturday and back up nearer its all-time high. And oil prices are 50 US cents firmer at just on $68 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is now just on $72 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today at 64.3 US cents and down a mere 10 basis points from Saturday. But it's up more than a cent from this time last week. Against the Aussie, we're little changed at 91.9 Australian cents. Against the euro, we've slipped 10 basis points to 56.8 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just under 70.6 and down 15 basis points from Saturday. You get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.